The wizard with a spreadsheet returns today. Frank Chen has a background in construction, working in China, Dubai, and Singapore. He got seconded to New Zealand 8 years ago and is still here. Frank's fallen in love with the place and done over 200 builds. Right now, he's consulting on a number of financial developments. Frank, tell us, what is the biggest challenge for the property market over the next 6 months?
The market is changing absolutely from the current indicators. As you can see that lots of maybe, investors or land bankers, they are buying in the market from the open homes. You can see lots of maybe buyers, they are moving together with maybe they are searching the ideal properties at the moment. We see lots of, proactive activities in this market now. However, the price still not good enough. We didn't see the, price increase at the moment. However, the sales is quicker than before. We see maybe in the next half a year, the market will definitely have some significant change from my understanding, especially after the OCR cut with the U.S. Federal had also cut his OCR. Yeah, so from my thinking, the market will still maybe lagging on several months before it's really coming up. Yeah, this is just because of still lots of stocks in the market at the moment. The interests are still high, and also people are still looking for the best opportunity to buy the ideal properties at the moment. Yeah, and some investors, together with some previous developers, they are still suffering from cashing out their previous investment at the moment. So I see the market will still take several months to have really, warming up.
So who are the winners and losers?
The winners best, would be the person who has sufficient cash in hand as usual. Yeah, normally people now who has cash in hand, they just want to put cash to buy, or they can leverage it, maybe they finance to buy. Those guys are really, the winners during the past months or during the next maybe several months, because this is the last window opportunities for investors, either to land bank or to buy the owner-occupied house.
Are there any trends in properties that you're seeing becoming more popular?
Definitely, yes. We see the land banker. Especially for the properties with potential for subdivision. We see maybe just last week several properties in the market has been auctioned with really extremely high price, which we can't see in past 3 or 4 years. Yeah, so the market, some of the property, in some regions already warms up now. Yeah, but lots of guys maybe still they are for the first time home buyer, so they are still trying to use the current market opportunity to buy their own occupied house. So those two properties in the market are quite, I think, maybe popular at the moment. Yeah, that's the trend I see, especially during the weekend open home. You can see lots of agents have some feedback from their network to say, wow, today I have maybe 30 groups of people in my open home today. Yeah, so across all people in the open home. So that's a different signal. In the market.
When it comes to house sales, are you seeing certain brackets performing better?
For the house price, still, if I studied, I can't remember quite clearly, but from my impression, still the house price maybe under 1 million price sells quite good in the market. But still, it takes longer time than before. Since, as I mentioned, this market is still with lots of stock over there. The interests are still high for the investors. Yeah, especially the immigration figures. Significantly dropped recently, and maybe till next year there would be no much people coming in from overseas. So those negative factors still in the market, but lots of positive signals already from the reporting. Yeah, you can explore that one from the INZ report anytime.
If someone is thinking of selling, what is going to make that house sell for a better price in this current market?
For this time, I think if we want to sell in something, maybe probably still not the best chance, to sell, but it's still a good time to sell. Why I say such? Because more and more investors, more and more people are looking in the market now than previous months. So if you want to have a property to sell in the market, maybe you can get a little bit more. People to come to visit. But from the feedback, from all those agents, lots of people to say but still, I mean, the offer would not be maybe as per your expectation. Yeah, so if you really have something to sell, I suggest maybe wait a while for several months, maybe after Christmas, or maybe that's the best time, because people will see another round of OCR cut. So the market maybe will have a different reaction for that.
Can you see changes in the market since the OCR dropped 0.25%?
Yes, absolutely. Have you noticed the figures from maybe Runroof together with real estate? I personally searched those figures. Yeah, Runroof and real estate says after the OCR cut, maybe just within 1 or 2 weeks' time. So there are lots of, increase for the people who search online regarding the properties. Yeah, maybe around some regions even increase maybe 40 to 60%. Yeah, so the market do have a positive and very reactive, actions after the OCR cut. Especially, I think recently, maybe just last week, USA also, decreased their central, the interest rate. So those things do give the market a lot of significant, positive signals.
How do you see the current economic climates influencing the property market in the next few months?
2 or 3 things here. Firstly, GDP still not as good as enough, but the GDP is become better. I think maybe in from the last time figure. Yeah, the GDP maybe changes better, so it will have more positive maybe influence for the property market. However, the unemployment rates are still high, so people feel quite pressure, at the moment to seek an ideal job at the moment. Yeah, so those unemployment rate would definitely have, some negative impact to the property market, since people maybe they will lose, they have the worries to lose about the work and the income in future. Yeah, so some of them, this is some negative factors in the market. Also, as you can see, that the immigration figures at the moment maybe not ideal or not more than previous months or last year. As you can see, last year lots of people come to New Zealand, but this year lots of people leave to Australia. Yeah, especially some Kiwi residents. Yeah, so we see those indicators in the macroeconomic will definitely have some maybe, the negative impact to the property market. However, as I said, the OCR cut and it's a really strong indicator and the motivation to the property market at the moment.
Frank, when you look at the government policies, do you see anything that will influence the property market over the next few months?
There's one thing at the moment. I think maybe, have you guys heard about the PC 79?
Tell me these codes.
The PC 79 is one government recent policy, but is now under appealing that, so they will require more regulations for the traffic, for the refuse, for the pedestrian walkway, and for the white signs as such. So those PC 79, from my perspective, will have some significant impact. To the property's value, and in terms of the outcome for the development, we see here progressively maybe a piece of the land they can develop maybe for 9 lots or 10 lots. However, with those regulations, if really enforced, maybe they will just only have outcome for 7 or 8 lots, maybe 1 or 2 lots less than before. So the margin, the estimated margin together with the profit will be less than previously think. So people will, if such people will put less money onto the land itself. Yeah. So that's a change. I think one of these is hopefully this PC 79 will be abandoned. Yeah, or will be appealed. By the other, professionals.
Do you advise looking at any of those policies if you were to buy a house in the next 6 months?
Recently, if you want to buy a pieces of land, and then better you consider all the parameters from the PC 79 regulations, because if you ignore such, maybe you will find later on, hey, when you submit the resource consent, you will see my original maybe plan was to submit maybe it's 9 lots, but however, then my planner says you can only go with 7, so your forecast profit will be significantly dropped. Yeah, so that's a parameter maybe at the moment. If any potential investors for the development, they want to buy, say they should look into such. However, my planner said maybe this one will not probably be fully enforced. So let's just wait to have a look. Yeah. So that still depends on how the people want the property to be sold. Yeah. From the listing, I can see that lots of people still willing to get their property sell at the current market, because you said the listing still increase. Yeah. Each month, I think maybe around 15%, 16% around. Yeah. So still lots of people put their property in the market.
Are there any particular regions or cities that you're seeing becoming hotspots over the next 12 months or in 2025?
If we see nationwide in New Zealand, I would definitely recommend maybe two places. The first choice still, I think maybe Auckland would be always the first choice. Population growth and also people's choice. Yeah. The second city I would like to see Canterbury. Yeah. So especially somewhere in Christchurch areas. So Christchurch, I personally investigated a lot, because there are lots of people, lots of investors. Still, some of our business partners, they are also going to Christchurch for another division or branch over there. So I see lots of things happening now from Auckland to Christchurch. Yeah. So those two cities or regions, I think definitely are worth to have a detailed investigation for the investment needed in the next round.